Hey, good morning, y'all. What's up? I know it has been a little bit. I apologize. I know it hasn't been that long. It's only been like a month since I posted a video. But I have been just extremely busy with work. And to be quite honest with y'all, work has not been going the greatest. I mean, it's alright. It's just pay-wise, it kind of sucks. Y'all know, when you're working in the food industry, whenever school is out for the summer, they always get the hours, and then everybody else's hours get cut. My hours did get cut significantly, and it's nobody wanted to give me my hours back. And I am currently looking for another job. I actually have another interview. I had one yesterday, and I got to go back for another one, the final interview sometime this week. So there's that. But really, the only thing major that has happened to me, since I last posted, was let's see. I've been doing some studying to advance, a different career that's not related to food, and I've just been, getting some things around the house. I've been trying to decorate my house more, because I've been here for almost a full year now. I'd say the 30th would mark me being here for 1 year. So, and it's made me think more about just how much can change in 365 days. It's really unbelievable. It feels like I've been three totally different people just within 365 days. I've had my ups and downs, and I'll go into detail, but I'm not going to go into full personal details. But I just kind of want to put out one of these motivational posts. I don't want to, it's kind of like a rant, but at the same time it's motivational. I'm not looking at this as just me talking to complain about stuff and just me getting things off my chest. I want to use this as a motivational tool to help anybody that was in my situation. But I'm actually going to hit this pen real quick, and I'm going to just kind of talk to y'all about, some stuff that's happened to me within the last year, and just how fast things can change. And if you do hear background noise, I do apologize. So, they're doing some kind of pipe instruction out front, and they're actually in my front yard. They're not in my backyard. They don't have no reason to be back here. They're all the way out front. But anyway, so to start off with, we're gonna go exactly 1 year from now. I had just quit a job. This job I had quit in particular, I was at this job for literally a year and a half, and I quit because I was moving here and I couldn't make that 40-minute commute. So I had to quit that job, and quite frankly, that job really sucked anyway. I mean, I was only getting paid $12 an hour, and that was being a shift manager, and the drama there just got ridiculous. Our GM had actually quit, and then we had a new GM, and things went from running one way, which wasn't even the right way, and now we were ran by corporate, so everybody was just complaining left and right. And then people started getting mad at the shift managers, which I was one of them. You had them hating on me for my management skills, which I'm literally just doing what I've been told by my boss. Even though I'm finna leave myself, I still gotta do the job before I'm excused, dismissed. I had already put in a 2-week notice, and I literally stayed for an extra week longer than what I was originally going to do. And I didn't I was told by my ex-fiance that I had to stay at that job until the day before we moved, and I was like, there's no way, because I had literally spent a whole month packing boxes. I didn't have to pack just a room, I had to pack an entire house. And it was my dad's house, but I'm not going to go into detail on what happened. I'm just going to say is basically I got everything in the house. That's all. I don't know if I even told y'all anything about the situation with that, but either way, I had to pack up an entire house, like not just one room. I had to pack up a living room. I had to move furniture. I had to do all these things. And then even at the end, my ex was telling me it wasn't enough, that I should have done more. And I was like, I can't work 40 hours a week, study, and move a house at the same time. I'm like, I literally had to quit studying. Shortly afterwards, I quit school, and I'm gonna get to that in a little bit. So around this time last year, I'm packing. I had just quit that job, and me and my ex-fiance's relationship was horrible. Like, I'm literally gonna have to make a completely separate video on everything that happened with him. But either way, it just wasn't going good. He was abusive, just to say the least, very abusive. Not gonna get into extra detail on that just yet, but around August 30th is when I moved in here. So, and I had spent the whole month of August last year. Actually, I was over here painting this house, like doing some housework. I didn't do too much. Like, all I did was paint some cabinets and paint like the base lines of the walls. But like, I was working on this house, so I didn't just like up and move in here. Like, I had to actually help, with the house. And my ex was the one that paid the deposit. I think it was like $1,500 to move in here, but either way. So then comes moving day, where emotions are heavy. Like me, I'm just sad. Like, I'm just emotional, and I'm crying, and my ex-fiance, he's just like screaming and yelling because everything is so inconvenient for him. Like, he's so tired and stressed out. I'm like, dude, we was moving today. Like, why are you acting like this? And he's just kind of like screaming at me, belittling me in front of his family, because his family actually helped us move our furniture over to this place. So it was traumatizing, honestly. Like, honest to God, it was very traumatizing. Like, literally, when we got over here to put our furniture, it didn't even stop. Like, this man, I kid you not, it's like he just kept on. Like, he kept on, like, screaming and yelling at me for petty shit. Like, stuff that didn't even matter in the end. But needless to say, it's like, moving here was the most traumatic. Well, I'm not going to say it was the most traumatic event of my life. It was definitely to me, it was probably the most traumatic point of my life. Like, I've had very traumatic moments before because I do have PTSD, like, diagnosed. But it was like, what was different is this was so fresh that it's hard for me to forget this compared to something that happened like 14 years ago or something like that. And I don't know, it's like it was rough for me. And this was it was supposed to be a fresh start for me and my ex, and it didn't go that way at all. He was just very hurtful, very angry. I actually had a mental breakdown like a month after we moved in here, because I was just struggling to find a job. I found a job, and it just wasn't me. Like, I think people didn't like me, and I didn't like them. So and the job itself, like, I just didn't care for it. I mean, some jobs are like that. Some jobs, I love it, and I like the routine they have going on. And then there's just some jobs I'm like, man, this is kind of sloppy, or like, you're trying so hard to be professional, but you're not, kind of type shit. But moving on to September, I did wind up going to the hospital because I had a really bad medical emergency. And I was in the hospital for like 48 hours, and a couple weeks after I had gotten out of the hospital, this was like in October, I found a really good job, and that job lasted me for 8 months. And I'll get to that, how that ended shortly, but we're going by like timeline. So in October of last year, I found a really good job. I didn't know it at the time. I actually thought this job was really going to suck. I was not liking it at first, but I knew I had to give it a chance because this was like the only way for me to make money. I had bills. I literally quit college because I couldn't afford it no more. And when I did quit college, it dropped my credit score from, I want to say 686 to like 540 or something like that. Like I know that it went from good to poor like in a week. I get a notification from Experian saying that, oh, your credit score dropped by like 100 something points. I'm like, oh my god, like it was horrible. So starting with November, literally the first week of November, me and my ex got into a fight about the family related stuff, and he just wouldn't let up. He just kept screaming, and he was like, if you're gonna be this way, then I want you gone. And this was like the first time I ever defended myself against him. I basically told him to F off, and you know, I came home, everything was, I guess, fine. Like, I got home, he was still kind of pissed off. Like, he wouldn't even talk to me, and I just kind of went to bed. And I woke up the next morning. I tried to go outside and smoke with him, and he just like got up, started screaming at me again. And I finally started raising my voice back to him, like, I'm done with this. Like, I've literally put up with this for 1.5 years. I'm not dealing with it any longer. And basically he just goes off on this rant like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have anything. I'm never gonna make it on my own. And he just told me to like go F myself, and he got his stuff and he left. Like, I didn't even kick him out. He just kind of got up and left. And I was fine with that because he left. He came back, he got his stuff. He actually stole some of my stuff. Like, here's the thing. At this point, the relationship was so toxic that he stole all of my dog stuff, and he stole my Wii U, and he stole the washer and dryer, which, I mean, the washer was his. He did pay for it, so I'm not too butthurt about that, although it was a really nice washer. But I stole like all of his alcohol products, and I stole like, let's see, I stole like $5 from his wallet to put with my $5 because I went and bought a pack of cigarettes. But then after that, my dad actually wound up coming back, and I don't even know how it worked out this way, but he kind of just moved himself in my house. And for like the next 4 months, I've just been working full time, and he kind of did nothing. Like, he was pretty much doing the same thing he had did, which caused me to move in the first place. So I almost went through another mental breakdown because of it. But shortly after, like 5 months after me and my ex had split up, I wound up in another relationship. Now, this relationship's a little more different than my other relationships. Actually, I feel really happy with this guy I'm with right now. I've been with this guy for like almost 6 months now, and he treats me really good. And everybody, one thing that I know is everybody has their own red flags. And give me just 1 second. Sorry about that. Anyway, so the relationship I'm in now, it's actually the most comfortable I've ever been in a relationship. I genuinely feel safe. I do not feel like the man I'm with now would do anything to physically or mentally hurt me. There is a bug right there. Get out. Get out. Anyway, sorry, I know I look crazy, but I feel safe now. I feel more comfortable, and this man literally helps me pay my bills. Literally, like he's just been taking really good care of me. I'm not gonna get into like too much detail, but needless to say, I'm safe now. I'm happy. And getting back into the storyline, so sometime in May, or between April and pretty much from April all the way until June, the job I had that I've been at for almost a year, I was there for 8 months, they had offered me a manager position, a shift manager position, and I was trying to work up towards it because they know that I wanted to build myself before I took on that role, and they agreed with me. They understood it, everything perfectly, and everybody was just cheering me on. Like, everybody wanted me to do it. And well, we had some stuff go on. Like, we got another GM, kind of like what happened at my old job, and basically they took away that position, and I didn't even find out about it until I was training somebody new that was originally applying to be a manager, and they told him that they wasn't accepting any new managers anytime soon. So that really hurt me. They cut my hours from 45 to 18. They refused to give me my hours back, and they pretty much told me that I needed to work harder shifts like training or cleaning the whole entire facility in order to make up for the hours that I had lost. So to me, I felt extremely betrayed and kind of heartbroken because I really loved that job, and I felt like they just didn't care. I don't know, this kind of happens with a lot of my jobs. Like, I do good for a certain period of time, and then all of a sudden it just kind of shuts off for me. So then we're gonna go to the point where I had to quit. So I had to find another job, and which is the job I'm working at now. And this job sucks. Originally, they promised me 40 hours a week. They told me I'd be working one shift. They wound up putting me on 2 totally different shifts, and I still have yet to see full-time hours, which start at 32 hours. I still have yet to see at least 32 hours a week. So they pretty much lied to me, and I had quit my job. That was helping me. Like, I'm only making maybe a couple... I'd say I make like $100 more than what I was making at my old job, so I really screwed myself there. But what matters right now in August, you know, after all of this stuff that's happened, I feel better. Like, we are coming up into fall, and I'm just looking for a better job because there's so much stuff I have to do right now. Like, I don't want to spend the holidays having nothing. Like, Christmas of last year, I literally took these boxes and just wrapped them up in paper with nothing in these boxes. These were literally the moving boxes that I had before Christmas, and I just wrapped them up in paper because I wanted to paint the impression like I had something underneath the tree. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just kind of how my mind thinks. So, like, this year I don't want it to be that way. I want to actually have something this year. Like, I want to have actual presents under the tree. I want to have good food. I don't want to have to keep getting power and gas extensions, because last year that's all I had to do. Like, my gas bill would go from $180 to like $400 because I would keep getting these extensions, and it's like they just kind of added on to your next bill. And then with the power bill, it's like I was never caught up to date because of all the extensions. Like, I was always paying like the last month's bill before the new one. Like, it got to, not to mention that I was pulling out money before I even got paid. So when I got paid, I actually got paid less than what I was supposed to get paid, simply for the fact that I was taking up to $100 out of my next paycheck. So there's that. So, but I haven't done that. Like, I haven't done that in like 5 months. I mean, I haven't gotten extensions in like 7 months. It's always harder in the wintertime. Well, depending on where you live, like, some bills are going to be much higher than ones in certain areas. Like the season states, that does affect everything when it comes to bills. But I'm doing way better now than what I was doing a year ago, because at least I am working on bettering myself. I hate the noises that are out here. It gets on my nerves. But anyway, I'm doing better now because I have better job opportunities. I am clean. Like, I've been sober. Like, I mean, this ain't weed, but still, like, I've been sober off of weed for like 4 months now, and I feel really good. Like, I feel so much more confident, and I just know that I can achieve anything. I have motivation now. I can, I'm studying to better myself. I am literally, I just spent $50 on myself on things that I just wanted for the first time in like 9 months. Probably longer than that. Probably, I haven't been able to splurge on myself, like, just on things that I wanted since before the move. So, like, that also helps. Like, the only thing that I didn't like really about moving in here is, like, I still have the same setups from over a year ago, or right at a year ago, and it's not the best. Like, I actually want to get like a tapestry and hang it up right here, since I like to come outside sometimes and make my videos. So I want to get something for out here. I want to just kind of decorate everywhere in general, because I love a change of scenery. Like, life just keeps going on, and never would I have thought that I would be in a much better relationship, in a much better home, and in a much better place than I was a year ago. Literally, like, I'm happier with my education goals, better with my relationship. I've even built myself as a person. Like, I started, like, just discovering myself and just wanting to be myself. Like, I'm not ashamed of who I am as a person anymore. Like, there's things I want to improve, don't get me wrong, but I am who I am, and I'm just different from, I am different from other people. Like, I get we all breathe the same, like, we're all the same deep down inside, but there's never going to be somebody that thinks exactly like me. There's never going to be another person with the exact same mindset as me. Like, even with me and my boyfriend now, like, we get along so well, and we just, like, we have so much in common, but deep down inside, we're two totally different people. Like, he has his own mindset, and I have mine. Like, it really doesn't have much to do with, like, a personality chart or anything like that. I'm me. Like, you're never going to be just like me, because I am the original. I am the one and only. Like, I'm just saying. But the motivational part where I'm trying to get at is, don't give up. Like, things do change, and that can either be for the better or the worse, and sometimes it is going to get worse before it even gets better. I'm actually going to hit this pen again. This bitch is clogged. Sorry. Pause it. I'm sorry, y'all. I was having a choking fit. So anyway, like I was saying, don't give up hope, y'all. So much can change that it's unbelievable. Like, some people's year has changed dramatically. Like, some people, like, think about all the stuff that happened to people just within 1 year. Like, you could have literally started a whole family. Like, you could have just finished college or high school. Like, you could have just gotten, like, a really good job that has decided your future for you. Like, you could have just bought a house. You could have... There's so much that can happen in 1 year. And who knows, like, you probably just had all of those things happen to you this year. Like, think about it. Think about the things that go on. Like, life keeps going. Like, I'm making this video right now. There's no telling what's going to happen in the next 365 days. Who knows? Like, it could be for the best. It could be way better. I could visit this video and be like, wow, I have really changed. And I really love how I changed and who I am now. And, like, I could also look at this video and be like, man, I had it going on back then. Where'd the time go? Like, what happened? Like, you don't know. But I'm not going to be too afraid. Like, you know, being stressed out and being afraid, kind of different. I mean, they both play a major role with anxiety. But me being afraid is me living on edge and me being too scared to actually live. Because, truth be told, I spent more time simply surviving this year than actually living. Like, I'm just now reaching the point, like, within the last 2 months, or honestly, I'm not even going to say 2 months, I'm going to say 1 month, it has taken me to finally feel comfortable enough to be safe. Like, I'm safe right now, and I'm working on myself. Like, I haven't given up, you know. Like, there's always room for improvement, don't get me wrong. That's why I'm trying to look for a better job. That's why I am trying to educate myself on more things, and I'm just building my future. I mean, there was a point where I thought I was never gonna have one. And I promise you, I actually started off this year believing that there was really nothing for me. Like, I had no clue where I was going with my life. Genuinely. All I know is I knew I needed to make more money in order to survive. And another thing, like, one of the main reasons why I'm doing much better now is my dad did leave. And I wound up cutting him off entirely. I'm not going to go into details on that, but that also really helped improve my mental health, like, drastically. So, you just got to take it one day at a time. My advice, cut anybody off that is just not beneficial to you. If somebody's toxic to you, somebody doesn't care enough about you to change their negative ways, if there's someone out there that's abusing you, or just anything like that, anybody that doesn't want to help you become successful, or somebody that just doesn't support you in any way, like any way, think of any way, don't trust that person. Cut that person off. It doesn't matter if you're their child, parent. It doesn't matter if you're dating them. It doesn't matter who they are. It could be your friend. Like, some people you just gotta cut off, you know, and it sucks. Like, I finally started to try to find my voice in life. Just set my boundaries. Be able to say no when I feel uncomfortable. I've learned how to choose myself for once. Like, that's the most important thing. Like, it's about how I feel now. Like, I am not a selfish person, but sometimes you have to be selfish. The bees and I think it was a bird. I don't know. Like, the birds and the bees or something are acting up. It could be that or dragonflies. We do get a ton of dragonflies. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end my rant here because I have some stuff I need to do before 2 o'clock because I got an appointment to go to. So anyways, I hope this video motivates y'all in some way to just do better with your lives and set goals for yourselves. Set your boundaries and just work on being a better person. Like, you can always be better, but you're not a bad person. Like, you're a good person. Like, you might even be great. You might already have everything going for you. Always try to do more. Just, you always got that time to do more. And that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. So I hope y'all found this video motivational, interesting, or whatever you want to call it. And I suppose I will see y'all in my next video. So